Alright. Hi, good day. Crysis 2 Remastered in direct continuation of the last level. This one is called Seed of Power. We got some new info on Prophet and on his background, also with Hargreave, whoever that guy is. We got some additional information. Prophet had a task, which was one and only to go to Lingshan, the island from Crysis 1, and then report back to Hargreaves with information and data.
Entrance. Make your way through the plaza. For your own health and safety.
My children. He just took them. Ellen, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I feel good. I'm healing. A doctor said.
Those guys. How long can they survive in that state?
And here it seems the VIPs were indeed processed as befits their status. Cleaning up. It's ingenious, isn't it? Think of the Argentine cattle crisis 2 years ago, or the British BSE outbreak in the last century. The issue was not slaughtering the animals, that was easily done. The problem was disposal. What do you do with the millions of rotting corpses? Well, there you see the answer the Ceph have evolved. They wipe us out. They break us down, they reduce the environmental impact almost to zero. Exemplary.
Someone didn't manage to press the right button there. Looks like I could see. Huh. Stealth Marshal. Whoa. Come on, let's do that. That's actually a terrible choice of weapons.
Yes. You see, all part of the same biomass processing system. For what purpose? Well, that is quite the question. Repulsive, yes, but quite fascinating.
I feel a little like fire shock. It looks very good. Just very hard to deny that. Guys, that looks kind of dumb. Whoa! Good fuck.
Yes. You see, all part of the same biomass processing system. For what purpose? Well, that is quite the question. Repulsive, yes, but quite fascinating.
I feel like this will make things only harder. Do you see that? That's many of them. What? I had my cloak! Sure.
Yes. You see, all part of the same biomass processing system. For what purpose? Well, that is quite the question. Repulsive, yes, but quite fascinating.
That was predictable.
Yes. You see, all part of the same biomass processing system. For what purpose? Well, that is quite the question. Repulsive, yes, but quite fascinating.
Didn't you want to grab it? Why? Crysis, have I not been able to grab it this time? Can you tell me one reason?
Yes. You see, all part of the same biomass processing system. For
What has
purpose?
made...
Well, that is quite the question. Repulsive, yes, but quite fascinating.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Hey! I didn't switch weapons.
Yes. You see, all part of the same biomass processing system. For what purpose? Well, that is quite the question. Repulsive, yes, but quite fascinating.
I don't think I'm getting that. Okay, I can kind of collect them. By simply walking over those dead bodies. That's cool. Although that one just gave me 20, which is weird. That one gave me nothing. Okay, this will be... Yay! Do I have any upgrades from that? 1,500. Mobility enhanced. Increases latch grab speed and reduces energy drain from sprinting and jumping. Suppresses the sound of footsteps. What is proximity alarm? Automatic warning when an enemy is nearby. I will take that. Sounds pretty decent. Come on.
This is Radio Free Manhattan. Wanna know what the man's up to now? Well, not content with flooding our city with armed thugs, paid out of your tax dollars, we are now getting reports of bleeding-edge, experimental military hardware loose on the streets, and very likely out of control. Eyewitnesses from the Midtown area demand to beat the media blackout and the cuts in cell phone coverage, and bring us these terrifying warnings.
It was like a walking machine, man. Like out of those old Star Wars movies, or War of the Worlds or something. 3 legs, and it made this screaming sound. I just ran.
Just killing everything. Just blasting people. I just hid and prayed. I prayed to Jesus to save me, and hallelujah, he did. But all those poor people.
Cool. Has a shotgun attached to it now. That's nice. Hargreave. I just know Owen Hargreaves.
You should be able to make out some exposed elements of the alien structure from where you are now. The ship Lockhart's pilot shot down, they had to have docked somewhere above ground. anything resembling a tower or a silo.
I think I found something. Couldn't say that these things are much smarter than human enemies. I couldn't say that I'm unhappy about that right now. What I don't consider the very best idea is that the enemy type is still kind of the same. It's soldiers patrolling and waiting for you, and they're shooting with weapons. They can run. You can stealth kill them. You can still grab them. But like, where's the difference apart from the looks? Crysis 1, the alien enemies, they played a lot different.
Look around you, Alcatraz. Look at this ecology. Have you ever wanted to visit an alien planet? This may be as close as you'll ever come, if only we had more time. should be able to make out some exposed elements of the alien structure from where you are now. The ship Lockhart's pilot shut down. They had to have docked somewhere above ground. Look for anything resembling a tower or a silo.
That's what we are headed, I guess. I would love to know how that world turned from little island Lingshan to the whole world is going down.
Look around you, Alcatraz. Look at this ecology. Have you ever wanted to visit an alien planet? This may be as close as you'll ever come, if only we had more time.
Trouble's coming in. Nah, come on!
Be able to make out some exposed elements of the alien structure from where you are now. The ship Lockhart's pilot shut down. They had to have docked somewhere above ground. Look for anything resembling a tower or a silo.
that? Dead yet. Tough job, I can tell you that. It is max difficulty.
Look around you, Alcatraz. Look at this ecology. Have you ever wanted to visit an alien planet? This may be as close as you'll ever come, if only we had more time.
We're still talking about alien planets. Those aliens do not even have their freezing mechanism anymore. I am a tiny little bit disappointed. I cannot deny it. I cannot keep it for myself. Sadly, they were changing. Totally, come on, go inside, what the hell? Slide into the next battle. Very weird creature there to the right. Something I don't know yet. This one. Idea what that thing can do. Body was going down there. I have C4 still. Yay, I defeated it. Nice. There was one more C4, I would grab it. at the next checkpoint. Okay, what do we have here? Unlock new music, yay. I think level over. Awesome.
I'm afraid there's some bad news, son. The DoD planned to bomb out the Rawson flood barrier and drown the lower city in an attempt to wipe out the Ceph. In all probability, this insanity is gonna go ahead despite my protests, and I don't want you underground when it does. You must get to the heart of the alien structure with all speed, Alcatraz, and then exit. We don't have much time. I hesitate to use cheap Earth fauna analogies. God knows I'm going to start sounding like Nathan Gould if I do. But what we're dealing with here probably answers to the equivalent of an insect hive. The level of alien infestation in these tunnels is likely to be high. Find Reeves and his men. I lost contact when they entered the subway system. But watch yourself, son. I want you out of there in one piece.
Sure, man.
Assault the hive core.
Alright.
Reeves and his team.
Guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.